know you're not a huge movie guy.
I'm lost.
Everything else is just kind of filler. Okay, so we're doing spoilers.
What is his story?
I don't know how to end this.
Deal with it.
Hey everybody, and welcome. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Trying to
hello, welcome
beat
to
me
Just
out
Go
there.
With It. We're shut your face hole. Hello, welcome to Just Go With It. We're two guys like. I'm not finishing that statement. We are moving on. What are we watching, Jerry?
Wouldn't you like to know, Buckaroo? You interrupted me. I'm supposed to shut my face hole. I'm just going to start watching it, and you have to figure out what I'm watching. No. Today we're watching a movie that I am sort of excited for. Not really, but I'm excited to see your opinions on because
Oh, no.
I don't know your opinions.
Is it a long one?
No, it's a short one.
Okay.
We're watching Venom, Let There Be Carnage.
What the frick? Already? We just watched
Already.
the other one.
Well, Madam Web comes out next month, so we gotta get finished with these Sony Marvel movies. And this one has some things better, some things worse. So I'm very curious to see your thoughts on it.
At least it's a movie I haven't seen before, so I have that
Exactly.
to look forward to.
Exactly. And I'm excited to see what your thoughts are on this interpretation of Carnage, because he hasn't really been in a movie before. So it'll be
I
cool
don't
for you to see
know.
him.
I don't know a whole ton about Carnage, to be fair. Alrighty, well, I guess we'll get on with it. Or we'll just go. No, nope, that's the end. I can't
Not
go
yet.
with it.
Not yet.
That's the end.
Yeah,
Not
we
yet.
can't go with it.
Yeah, okay.
So we just finished watching Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Ben, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts is it is objectively a better movie than the first one. The first one, I think the first one, it has an issue of where Venom hasn't been portrayed all that well on a movie, I guess you could say. Only other one was Spider-Man 3, but that wasn't really about Venom. That was about Spider-Man. So they had all this stuff they had to explain that they just didn't. There was just too much going on. I felt like the whole story with all the other symbiotes had to be a lot more in depth. The first one definitely felt rushed. This one felt like a more contained, simple, smaller story. Personal vendetta kind of story, as opposed to, an invasion alien force. It's a lot smaller of a story. And because of that, I think they were able to really dial it in, and it was, I think, a lot better. There were definitely some plot holes that didn't make sense, like why I don't know if a super secret, but why a facility that's housing superpowered individuals would have their security system just connected to the internet.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
But I noticed you bringing that up. I actually liked this more than I remembered liking it.
Really?
I think I had such high hopes going into the theater because the trailers were looking really good and stuff, and I don't know why. I might have just been having an off night or something, but rewatching this now, I actually liked it a lot more. The Eddie and Venom dynamic, it just goes so well together.
Yeah.
And they are so much fun to watch. Just their bickering and just their back and forth is great.
Yeah.
And then even when Venom goes off on his own and goes to the rave in the one part, and he's out there and he's oh, Eddie sucks, and Eddie, he kicked me out, and we should be free to love aliens and stuff.
Eddie,
I loved all of that.
And he came out, he came out of the closet, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
what do you think of Carnage?
Carnage?
Yeah.
I don't know much about Carnage. I know that he is the son of Venom, as is shown in the movie. I don't know how I feel about him just now being gone.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like he was always a bigger entity whenever you would see him.
Yeah.
And it's so weird. It's weird because it's fitting, but also strange that he was used in such a small setting. But at the same time, it works.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like there really is no better way of using Carnage than this sort of story. Because that is his story.
Well, I feel like there would be if we had Spider-Man in this movie. And if it could be Spider-Man and Venom teaming up to stop Carnage together, and Carnage just going on a murderous rampage for no reason. Because in the comics, at least the comics I've read with Carnage, he doesn't have like a love interest or anything like that that keeps motivation going. He's just an insane serial killer who gets a symbiote and becomes even more insane and wants to kill more people. And then Spider-Man and Venom have to team up to stop him because Spider-Man can't do it alone and Venom can't do it by himself.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think that's the better story that we could have gotten. But with this just being a Venom Carnage story, I think it does work.
Yeah, yeah. I do think they're definitely in the right direction. Are they making another one? I think they are.
Venom 3, yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
I think it's coming out next year. Yeah.
You know what it's about?
They've released no plot details or anything yet. A lot of
Okay.
people are thinking we're going to get a Spider-Man in it. And a lot of people are thinking it's going to be Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. And he's going to be, because I mean, there are hints like the Daily Bugle being shown in this universe and stuff like that on the newspaper, but it not being the same as Tom Holland's. Because in the end credit scene, we see Venom go to Tom Holland's universe. And that end credit scene, let me just say, I remember seeing that in the theater and I freaked out. I was like, oh my God, he's going to be in No Way Home. I was so freaking excited. I was like, yes, I want to see this Venom-based Spider-Man. And
How
then
much
it was
do you,
such a letdown
sorry.
with the No Way Home end credit scene. Like, oh my God. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, he's just there for a joke. That's it. Like, oh my God. But then leaving behind a little piece of symbiote. I know.
Do you know the history or like the history? Do you know like the science behind the symbiotes as to why he recognized Spider-Man?
Yeah, because it's a hive mind. Like,
Yeah.
he was saying,
so
like,
he connected to like that reality's local network, I guess you could say.
yeah,
and recognized Spider-Man.
yeah. And I mean, we also have the Topher Grace Venom too, because that Spider-Man faced Venom. So, you know, if that hive mind connects with comic universes, it's also got to connect with the Spider-Man Raimi trilogy. So,
Yeah, he did straight up say, across universes, yada yada yada, when he was talking to Eddie.
yeah.
So I guess they are a multi-universal thing. I'm curious, are the symbiotes in this canon? Are they just aliens, or because I know there's a sort of thing where they're almost cosmic, not cosmic beings, but like cosmic workers. Like
Yeah.
they had a hand in like creating the universe, so to speak.
I don't
They're
know.
like
I don't
agents
know
of
how
cosmic beings.
I don't know how deep they're going to get into it. I don't think they're
Yeah.
ever going to go super like space stuff. Like I feel like it's going to stay more grounded like it's been. But
Which is almost weird because it's an alien.
yeah. But I'm excited to see what they do with the third one because I do like this one more, and I like Tom Hardy as Eddie. Like I'm very like set with him. I'm good with him. So
Yeah. I don't know. I'd like. Oh, that the was it? No, it wasn't an end credit scene. It was just like the end of the movie scene where the guy's eyes lit up.
oh yeah, you looked it up. Who is he?
People are thinking it's Toxin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know why they come to that conclusion, but his eyes lit up like another symbiote was in him. So that's probably a nod to what might happen. I'll be honest, I don't want to see another symbiote so soon. Feels like just the same thing happening a third time.
Yeah.
So I kind of hope that isn't it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind like a Toxin showing up. I don't know anything about Toxin. But yeah, that's just what I looked up in like a 3-second Google search.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I really just want Spider-Man to show up. I don't care what version. I don't even care if it's a new Spider-Man that we've not seen before. Just like, let's see Spider-Man face this Venom because now we've grown attached to this Venom. Like, maybe make it Venom's movie and him having to fight Spider-Man, you know? Like, I feel like that'd be interesting.
I'm still curious as to what the little Venom bit that got into the, I guess what is the mainline world? Is it 616? So that's the comic. I can't remember.
They say
MCU
it's 6
world.
MCU says it's 616,
okay.
but
so
616 is the comic universe. So I don't know. I've heard a lot of different theories of what it could be. So
for just clarity, I'm calling it 616 because that's what they're saying. So the little bit of Venom that got into Earth 616, I wonder if he's gonna. I mean, eventually, he might. Obviously, he's going to interact with Spider-Man. He can't not interact with Spider-Man. But I wonder if he's going to eventually gobble up Flash and become Agent Venom, because that would be interesting to see.
That would be.
I've only ever seen Agent Venom done in like the animated Spider-Man show.
Yeah, Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd be down for something like that.
I would too.
Yeah, I've only ever seen Flash in the 616 world as a goofy. It's so funny because every other portrayal he's like a bully jock, and this he's not a jock. He's just a bratty rich kid.
Yeah.
Which is actually hilarious. And like, I mean, jocks exist, but they're not it's not the same degree as they were back in the day. So it's just funny that that's how they went, for Flash.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm ready to. I don't know. I just enjoyed it. I think it was.
I feel
better.
like it's a good.
I really do.
I feel like it's a good, fun watch that you can just kind of just like put on,
Yeah.
And it being only an hour and a half really helps. The first one being 2 hours kind of drug it down. This being an hour and a half, it's such a breezy watch. Like, yeah, I didn't even check my phone once to see the time. Like, I was just like, it's over.
This is like the perfect like. What are we gonna do today? It's Friday. I don't know. Let's go to the movies.
Yeah.
It's not something that you're necessarily anticipating. I mean, some people are, sure.
Yeah.
But it's a solid like I'm bored. Let's do something movie.
Yeah. Exactly.
I would still say theater worthy, but yeah. Yeah. I would. You go ahead and go first because you probably have a better understanding.
I think I'm gonna give it a 6.5. Like you said, like just a fun, sit back, enjoy movie. Nothing too spectacular, but like, and yeah, I use that on purpose.
It could be spectacular, if you know what I'm saying.
I wish it was. Yeah, that's one of the big things holding it back for me.
For me, I would say, this is hard because it was better, and I don't remember what I rated the last movie.
I think I rated the first one a 5. I'm pretty sure. So
6.5
is good.
Like a 6 or something. Maybe I don't remember. I would say that this is honestly. I mean, there's a reason we hang out. You didn't hit the nail on the head. It's probably 6.5 for me as well. It's like right there. It's not. It's good enough to like enjoy it, but I wouldn't say it's like you're gonna get hyped about it.
Yeah,
you're not
exactly.
rewatching it all the time.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm very excited for you to find out what we're watching next because I already know what it is.
Yeah, I don't. So I guess I'm just gonna have to figure it out and then just go with it.